We are here inside of top 8. Our very next match is arguably one of the best MultiVersus players out there. We have FPZ, known for not exclusively playing Harley, but now actually plays Marvin. Marvin was released earlier this year and has become a personal favorite for FPZ, known for not only their placing side of Coinbox, but several other online events as well. Wisp, we saw early inside the bracket as well, did come into losers. So this is going to be the second winners match in top 8, which I will remind you is a best of 3 first to 2.
Yep, you were given the respect to FPZ. Let's lay that out even more. Did play Harley for a long time, was a fantastic player. Since the switch to Marvin, has an argument for being #1 in the game right now.
Yes.
Is the #1 seed of this entire bracket.
Yes.
So this is not a do or die moment, but Wisp has something to prove if they want to take this set.
For sure. Now, we're already seeing a lot of Marvin's setups here. Marvin has a bubble that can actually redirect projectiles. So I think Marvel into
so
this bug
good
set,
against bugs specifically.
a really
Yes.
good matchup here. Really much so inside that favor. We actually saw that bubble come through because it wasn't big enough. It didn't redirect the safe. It is not redirectable, but it was a good attempt there. You also are seeing a lot of the redirect that Marvin's able to do with their neutral air. Their neutral attack. When they actually press their neutral attack button, anything inside of that bubble, any projectile can immediately be turned around wherever it is and directed back over to the opponent. So for example, if Marvin bubbles one of these projectiles and then uses his neutral attack, he can actually move that bubble in the other direction.
In fact, that is about what we just saw right there. And say, when you have that many different ways to not only control projectiles, your own projectiles, but your opponent's projectiles.
Yeah.
We saw Wisp with that crazy tunnel play earlier in the last
Ooh,
set.
Follow
wow.
FPZ. Okay, good turnaround there by Wisp to go ahead and secure that knockout right there.
Oh, wow. Huge call out on where that tunnel was going to be.
I do like the fact that FPZ is just going in with Bubble, trying to read every single one of these projectile options right now. You can see the neutral air redirected the Bubble there. And now that shock move, I actually believe Marvin's just neutral special. And what it actually does is it does actually take a percentage away from Marvin's health every single second that's live, but it is very good for edge guarding. He can actually misdirect it, and it turns into a spike from the top.
It's one of those moves that you can hold on to. You can just keep it active. As we're explaining how Marvin as the character works, FPZ does not want us to talk. We're already going into game 2.
Yeah, FPZ is just one of those talents. Like you said before, first seed inside of this tournament is one of the favorites to win. I cannot possibly see him losing this match inside of winners here. As a reminder, tournament standard is that winner does have to maintain their same character, but they can change their perks.
I saw the hover over bugs, and I was like, are we really getting a bugs ditto?
Yeah.
Not quite.
I hope not. I truthfully hope not. I'm greatly enjoying me some Marvin right now.
Where do we think we are
speaking of Marvin,
now?
I think now's a really good time to talk about Scooby-Doo Haunted Mansion No Roof, which is actually a new addition inside of the game per the one of the last official tournaments, which that I commentate, which is EVO, where that was not actually playable. It's a really good option. We probably won't see it too much in the tournament. It's not very popular, but it is really good. This is a fantastic example of that bubble situation I did. Just did the neutral to come back, yep. And you can see the cooldown right there, the 2 arrows to designate the cooldown. He did try to go ahead and use it earlier, immediately got hit by bugs and was comboed into. So Marvin does have to be a little bit careful about when he chooses to actually go ahead and use that neutral aid. But that is a really good attack. You do get OTG off of it inside the combos that you do, so it's a really good situation to use it. So neutral air, neutral special specifically, a fantastic move when it comes to dealing with Marvin combos.
Marvin's just all over him right now.
Yep. This is a really dangerous matchup. Marvin just excelled against mages, and you can see it here. 103% for next to nothing, and literally like the first 30 seconds of it.
I don't care how long this game has been out. I will never not laugh at the idea of Bugs Bunny Mage. There's just something about the concept that is extremely funny to me.
Wow.
Just hold it. That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
That move, you can just hold it. Marvin will take damage, but you can keep that hitbox as active as you want for the entire time.
And I think what we're seeing a lot of right now is Bugs kind of struggling to keep up with Marvin's momentum, especially when it comes to moving inside these platforms. Really good knockout there by Wisp. Don't want to take away from that at all, but Wisp is at 127%, and this is not looking super positive for him.
So much stuff on the screen right now. We got the bullet hell going on. All right.
Great dodge.
Good dodge. We got more bubbles to redirect.
Wisp is
Safe's
at
coming
50%
down.
of that dodge meter right now. Has to go ahead and attack to get some more of it back right now. Yeah, just opting to use these projectiles, out-maging the King Mage, Bugs Bunny himself. Okay.
It just keeps chasing Wisp down.
Yeah, I don't agree with any of this. I don't disagree with any of these
Yes.
Marvin setups here. These are really, really good. Has the Butterbop freaking Morty there just following along with them?
When we were watching Bugs versus Batman, we were talking about how important it was.
Wow! Great challenge there.
We were talking about how important it was for Batman to be able to stop Bugs from getting those setups going.
Yes.
Marvin's almost taking the inverse approach of that. I can let you get your setups because I can turn them into my own.
Yes. And look at this. Bugs already has used a fourth of his entire dodge meter as it stands right now. That's kind of crazy. Imagining, especially since he just respawned back in. You know, that's really a testament to how much pressure FPZ is putting out right now on this projectile game against him.
I'm scared. Let's go. Ooh, a bounce off the top. Not
Now,
gonna happen.
FPZ's dodge meter is almost completely gone. Is actually empty right now.
Yeah,
Has next to no more dodges.
it'll regen, but you can get that back way faster by just getting some hits in.
Yeah.
Like that. There we go.
Couple of neutral attacks there with the kicks. Tries to follow it up with the neutral special. Doesn't quite connect. Gets the bubble off. Really good. I love that setup. I love that setup.
Every single time that Bugs has gone into that tunnel, Wisp is just, or FPZ has just stood there with the laser
Waiting.
on ready. I don't need to time this. I can just hold it and you have to come out.
Yeah, and that's really just due to the invulnerability that he receives in the first couple of frames of it, in addition to the activity that Bugs gets coming immediately out of time.
Ooh. Marvin goes onto the spaceship and gets blown up for it. We're on last hit, but 105 is going to be very scary.
Final knockout opportunity. Right now, Marvin is sitting at 18. Not worried at all because Bugs is over here at 115. That means literally one upgrade gun will secure the victory for FPZ, and Wisp is very cognizant of that right now.
But we're getting so close. The safe comes down. We're going to shock it instead.
Okay, being careful right now. Now, UFO is on CD, so he doesn't have the entire screen pressure here, but he is going to go ahead and bubble and double that bubble to make a bigger one. I agree with that decision.
Yep, we got the big bubbles up.
Yeah,
That's not
starting
gonna
up the
kill it yet,
rocket.
but any more hits might do it. Wisp has spent a ton of resources getting back to stage. Great job. Great job.
Okay, a little bit of an uncharacteristic, I want to say ray gun there from FPZ. But I do understand why FPZ is being a little bit more cautious here. Because it's final stock, he doesn't want a chance playing around in the blast zone at all. Just sitting in the projectiles, and I think this is where... Yup! Love that! Love that! Love that! That is why FPZ is one of the best players inside of MultiVersus.
I didn't think that was gonna hit.
Knows these frames. Look at that face. That is the face of a god, Wisely. You are looking at a king, the #1 seed, and he knows it, honey. All right, this is MultiVersus at the highest level. This is